I'm really proud of our football team. I'm proud how they stuck together. I think I mentioned, I may have, may not have. They really stuck together during the whole game, and they believed in each other, believed in what we were trying to get accomplished. I thought there were some really smart decisions made by players and by some of the guys on the staff when the two returners at the end of the game in the punt, because of the way they tried to punt the ball. Gallen, was able to get some real positive yardage set up, being able to get the ball down to the, I don't know what yard line it was, to try the field goal to tie it. And if you got one returner back and that ball bounces and you lose field position and all those things, so kids executed it well. This week's a special week. Number one, our seniors. The last time they get to play in the greatest stadium in this country, get to wear that blue jersey here at home, and so it's really special for us as coaches and for those underclassmen to go out and play well. Iowa, as you know, is they're a very good football team, and they've lost two last games, I think by a total of 6 points. Run the football well. I think they've had some nicked up people when you look at it earlier in the year, but I think they're really coming together. And James Vandenberg, I think, is a very good quarterback. So we've got our work cut out for us, and we got a lot to do.
Brady, being that it is senior week, what are the chances that we'll see Denard, at least to some extent? Are you more likely to put him on the field, even if he's not, totally 100% because it is senior week?
He's day to day.
Coach, over here. Against Notre Dame last year, with 8 seconds left, you went for the touchdown. On Saturday, you went for the field goal. Can you talk about that decision and how that differed?
I think it just made sense at the time. The kids were running all the way down the field. Didn't have a timeout. He spiked it, did a great job of managing that. No one was moving, and just that time, I thought it was the right thing to do. Because it did cross my mind, but I thought, no, let's kick the field goal.
Talk a little bit about the mental toughness that goes into. It looks like you have them stopped on the 4th down, and you don't get the call, and then you still have to try to stop them to get a few seconds left.
Yeah, John, I thought our defense, we didn't tackle as well as we'd want to. We didn't get off blocks as well. I thought the inside run portion of their offense was really eliminated, because we did a nice job, but we didn't get off blocks well enough in the perimeter. And but our defense, there's a play on in that game when Craig Rowe makes the sack the play before. There's 10 guys running their tails off to the football and getting to the football, and they played with that kind of effort all day. We just you got to give them some credit, because I think Coulter's a good football player, and I think Vinrick Mark, is a guy who can play anywhere because he's got great quickness to him and speed, and so I thought our defense, stood up when it had to.
Were some of those issues attributed to what Northwestern was doing, and that Coulter is just that unique, we'll call it the Coulter Mark experience?
I think obviously it's some of what they did well and some that we didn't do well enough, and I do think they're two really good athletes, so I don't know how you want to slice it, Mark, but is there things that we could do better, leverage the ball better, get off blocks better? No question about it.
But against the Air Force, it was a similar thing with two threats in their backfield, right?
Yeah, but it was a little bit different, because of Air Force basically has 4 backs in the backfield, depending on what they're doing with the slots.
Brady,
Obviously, this year with Denard running, you've been much more of a running team with him in there and using the run to set up the pass. Is there a concerted effort to kind of flip that philosophical change with using the pass to set up the run with Devin in there? And did you find that that was successful in getting the running game going late in the game?
Yeah, I think it always helps. When you can throw the ball and the safeties have to get a little further back off the line of scrimmage. I thought, I know we thought, some of the hitch routes that, you threw to Gallen, you threw some to, threw a big one in the overtime to Roundtree, where he caught well with his hands, made a guy miss and pick up some critical yards. I think there's no doubt that, if you can be effective enough in either portion of it, it will help the other.